Good morning, good morning. This is Lori from the Pink Girly channel. Just getting ready to get started here. My sister was at a thrift shop and she found this jar of buttons. So I'm going to look at those and then I'm going to play around with some ink sprays. But we'll see if a few folks come in. It's early. It's 8. Well, I guess it's about 8:45 on the East Coast. I hear the distant hum of a lawnmower. I hope that's not too bothersome. So I'm expecting some folks to join me, sipping on my coffee. Got my cold drink here, and I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm trying not to gulp and be too noisy. It's amazing to me the littlest sound that the microphone picks up. Okay, let's see. I need an X-Acto knife. Yeah, so the jar's not full, but it's yeah. I think when she sent me a picture and asked me if I wanted these, and of course I said yes, please. So they've got it all taped shut. $3.50. Let's see if there's anything fun in here. Woo! I love buttons. Love me some buttons. Now I just looked up. As much as I love buttons, I don't really know a whole lot about them. And when I'm watching the virtual craft vendors market, Keisha's always mentioning Bakelite, and I've heard of Bakelite, but I don't really know if I know what a Bakelite button looks like. So I just looked up a picture. That didn't really tell me too much either. So, and I don't think buttons are really, I guess, worth too much. But I'm going to pop them back in that jar. Get rid of my trash here. And gosh, it looks like I've got maybe just a little bit of company with, but it's early. So I'm going to just start looking at my buttons. This one is in a little plastic bag and it's got a couple of little matching seed beads. But I don't think that's a Bakelite, right? I think that's just a nothing. I think that's just a nothing button. Let's see. I have this little container here with a couple other little doodads. I'm going to save those little. I mean, they look like cute little seed beads. Gosh, is there anything I throw away? No, not usually. This is metal. Oh, do I have my other glasses on? Oh, I do. Okay, see, this is what I don't understand. Like, what the heck is that thing? That doesn't look like a button. This looks like a doorknob to me. I'm putting on my other glasses. Oh gosh, they're dirt. My glasses are so dirty I can't even see. Hold, please. Hold, please. Okay. I just dropped it. Let's see. I don't think I can see. Let me grab my loop. My loop. I dropped it again. Well, it's dirty, very dirty. It looks very dirty. Golly, I can't even tell. Guess I'm going to have to get a bigger magnifying glass to look at it. Looks like Roman numerals around the outside edge, but I can't even tell what that picture is in the center. It looks like some kind of a star. Well, that's interesting. Just going to put it in the jar. Put it in the jar. Okay, let's see here. Woo! I think probably most of these are just... See, now that button I love. It's real slick. I'm sure that's, that's probably not even vintage. But I just loved how smooth that is. There's a shank. That looks like metal. A nice purple, dark purple, like a eggplant color. This one says Sportwear Jones. I guess that's Jones of New York. We know that's not. So, like, is this vintage? Hey, Peggy. Just walking out the door, heard buttons. Celluloid is early version of plastic. I will have to watch the replay. I love, oh, me too, Peg. But I don't really know what the Bakelite looks like. Maybe I have to do a little more research. Or, some research. This looks like... Have a good day, Peg. I hope you're doing something fun. I should call you Peggy, because now I know that's your real name, not a nickname. This looks like another Jones in New York one. Look, there's a cute cloth one. You just never know, right? Especially when your sister's picking up buttons for you. She's not into buttons, at least not yet. I'm hoping. This looks like pick one ever. I'm clueless. There's another really nice smooth button. I don't know if that might be Bakelite. Maybe somebody will come in, chat, that will know what Bakelite is. Looks like that's a cool metal one. It's kind of tarnished. I'm munching on a pretzel. Oh, this little navy blue one's got some words on it. Oh, Victoria's Secret. There's another one of these guys. There's some cute cloth buttons in here. That's plastic. So I wonder if this is... No, it's just got that pick one ever on it. So that can't be Bakelite. Plastic. This is metal. I wonder if this is Bakelite. If you're doing the replay and you could just leave me a message. That would be wonderful. Oh, that's a nice... Oh, see, look. That's not a button. What the heck is it? What is it? Oh, that's different. I don't have anything like that. Look at that. That's a shank. It's got a little trim. Judy, hello. Good morning, good morning. I'm looking at buttons that my sister picked up at a thrift shop for me. metal. Judy, do you know what Bakelite buttons look? Oh, look how cute that is. I love those with the little jewel or a little piece of metal in the center. And of course, I love purple. Do you know what Bakelite buttons look like? That's a Jones of New York. Oh, there's one that's shaped a little different. I think I've got 3 of those so far. There's a Calvin Klein. What's this one say? Jamaica Bay. Never heard of that. I guess most of these are not vintage. There's a cloth. That's interesting looking. Oh, now look at this one. Good morning, Kimberly. Isn't that cool? I wonder if that's I wonder if Bakelite is just plain, but look how cool that is, and it's got the metal center. I don't have any like that. I'm curious about this one too. Maybe somebody will come in that's a button expert. This has got writing on it. And Taylor. Lifestyle. I don't think this is Bakelite, right, guys? Yes. Yes. Now, see, would this be Bakelite? I don't know. Look, I found some really cute cloth ones. They would look great on clusters. Now, this is cute, but see, this isn't a button. Can you say it's just a hole, just a hole. Good morning to everybody who's coming in. I love the little tiny ones. Look at that cute little metal. He's adorbs, huh? I know. How can anybody find buttons adorable? But I do. That's nothing. This is a big one. Oh, look, here's another one of these babies. 2 different sizes. Oh, look at this one. I keep hitting I have a light that I never use that's attached to my camera. Not my camera holder. Look at that one. It's a little flower, like a sunflower. There's no marking on it. It almost looks like a gear from the side. I think that one's cute. I think these are pretty much, just buttons. A little old thread. Does anybody know what these things are? That one doesn't even have a hole. That one's, like, I don't know how you would use that, but it's cute. Look, there's another thing. Here's another one. London Fog. Hey, Dana, good morning. Dana, do you know anything about buttons? Simona Lifestyle. I should put my lid up here so I'm not always crossing over. Oh, this one's cool. That's metal. That's kind of heavy. Heavy metal. There's that kind. Got tons of those. Oh, okay, this one's cool. It's metal inside a plastic. That's nice. Usually if you find the white cloth ones, they're really cruddy. They don't look so cruddy. Oh, look at this pretty little guy. Look, it's oval. It's like a little pearl. Lori, have you ever played What Would Happen If I Added with your art supplies? No. No, I have no idea what you're meaning. Like, give me an example. Oh, look, this one. Well, you can't see it. This is more like when you move it, you can see purple. It looks black or navy blue, but when you move it, it's purple, like iridescent. This isn't Bakelite, right? I think Bakelite's like that foggy. Okay, so this is mother of pearl. But Bakelite is that like cloudy plastic, correct? Does anybody know? Here's another one of those. The same, but I think a little different. There's a snap free of charge. Look how thick that guy is. Oh, look at him. I love when they're real shiny and smooth. There's another pearl, another oval. I love that oval one. And look, this one's different too. Instead of it being, I don't know if you can tell because it's like white on white. Instead of the center being round, the center is oval. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can really see that. All right, so Judy says, Laura, you set up items from your kitchen like household cleaners or like salt and add it to paint or ink. Oh, that sounds like an explosion waiting to happen. Sounds like it would be fun though, huh? Oh, it looks like a camo. There's another shell or mother of pearl. I keep saying shell, but that's not anything. This looks like mother of pearl or a shell. There's another little seed bead. I'm going to put that in the little box. All seed beads in the box, please. See, now I'm wondering if that might be Bakelite. And I don't know why I'm zoned in on Bakelite, but I'm just thinking that's what you hear people talk about. So maybe they're the ones that are, that's darling. Oh, look at this pretty color. Oh, look at that. It's lavender. Kimberly says, back in the Ustream days, we had Monique. She was a button addict. She would know. Oh, I would love to talk to Monique. Lori, the scientist in me plays that way on rainy days. Can you guess what weather we are having this morning? A rainy day. It's beautiful here. Perhaps we'll have rainy weather later. Even though some of these aren't really vintage, I think there's some cute ones. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Can you guys see? It's like inlaid. I think maybe it's plastic. Oh, let's see if I can get that sweet spot. Not really. Oh, bummer. Oh, sometimes it works really well. Oh, Philly. It's supposed to rain all day there. Oh my gosh, this button's really cute. I'll set him aside. We probably are going to get rain too. I know it's getting more humid. I just thought I'd look at me new buttons while people were coming in. There's a cute little clear one. I think that's the second one of those I have. Wow, look at this one. This one looks misshapen. That's probably the back. It's very cute. Very, very cute. Cloth. See, at some point, Lori has to say, okay, enough already. Because I could do this all day. That's cute. I need buttons like I need a hole in my head. Whoa, 95 hot and sunny today. Whoa. This is like an aquamarine. He's very cute. I feel like I should. Oh, look, there's like a turquoise. I feel like I should name. Oh, look, girls. Maybe that's Bakelite. That looks like a little face. Little face. I'm munching on walnuts and pretzels. It's just cute. This has words on it, though. Worsted something. The one commercial drives me crazy. Every time I put the TV on, it comes on. And I have that song, that tune in my head, like almost all day, every day. That's another really soft, smoothie one. Oh, look, here's another little. Oh, maybe it's the same one. No, he's green. He looks like a little alien. Nope. I was thinking that might be Bakelite. Well, I got some cute stuff in here, but I don't think anything really vintagey looking too much. Maybe these. Maybe that one. This one's really different. I wish you could see that one, but it's so dark and I can't get it to. Judy says, I don't mind the rain. I sit on the patio and listen. It sounds like bacon frying in a pan. Then I'd be wanting some bacon. Woohoo! Yeah, some of these are, I think that one's really cute. And this one I think is really neat. All right, so a couple days ago, I uploaded a video I did inspired by Shannon Green. Now, is this going to make a loud button noise? Using watercolor paint to create a background papers. She has a video, I think it's called something about Rebel, Watercolor Rebel, or I'm a Watercolor Rebel. I have it linked on my video. And their papers are really cool. Okay, where can I set this guy up? I'll just put him over here. Put that up there. Get rid of these. I'm going to put my loop away. And Judy made turkey, bacon, and ranch on toast for dinner. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Ooh. And so I don't know if everybody has had a chance to look at that video. But let me grab some of the pages I did. Now her magazine pages turned out a lot better than mine. Well, let's face it, all her pages I'm sure turned out better than mine. Let's be clear. This was a day timer that I found at a thrift shop. I have a bunch of them in the other room. I'm trimming off the edge, and then I'm going to do what Shannon also puts these together. Oh man. Wait a minute, guys. I got to go to YouTube. Sorry, I don't have a mod here. Bump, 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 bump. I meant to send. Sorry, I don't have a mod here. Oh. Report. Bump, 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 bump. I meant to send. Sorry, I don't have a mod here. Oh. Report. Bump, 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 bump. I meant to send. Sorry, I don't have a mod here. Oh. Report. Bump, 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 bump. I meant to send. Sorry, I don't have a mod here. Oh. Report. Bump, 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 bump. I meant to send. Sorry, I don't have a mod here. Oh. All right, let's see if that works. I guess I better boot up my phone. One moment, please. I blocked the one guy that keeps coming in. Looks like I missed one. Let's see if I can get rid of him. Does anyone here have modding experience where I can make somebody a mod just for this morning? That could help me. Kimberly, could you help me? I'll see what you say. Not everybody's into that, or they like to do other things while they're watching. Anyway, this was a planner. I just like the way that the pages felt. And so I'm trimming this off, and then Shannon has a video where she shows you how to glue the pages together, and she makes journals. Of course, she mixes and matches her pages sometime. Oh, that would be great, Kimberly. Let me see if I can do it from my phone. Oh, I might not be able to. Go to channel, remove, hide user. No, hold on. I got to go back to, my little gray shack in. I never can say the Hawaiian words. Wallaka Hawaii. All right, let me see. I'm going to go in here. I never can say the Hawaiian words. Well, like a Hawaii. All right, let me see. I'm going to go in here. Add mod. Okay. I never can say the Hawaiian words. Well, great. Okay, Kimberly. Yeah, they've been... I don't usually have one because, you know, I just have a small channel and I'm not very popular. These are some book pages that I did. Now, this is all watercolor. And then some magazine pages. And they're just crunchy and fun. And I really like the way they sound and looked. So then I was on Instagram and I was checking some stuff out. Different things that people had posted. And you know how you get those pop-ups and the little reel runs? Well, something came on from Ranger, and they were doing something with the inks, the Timmy inks, that looked similar to this. Of course, it doesn't tell you how to do it. So I have a bunch of those inks that are just sitting around. So I thought that's what I would mess with today. And believe me, it's probably going to be a mess. Now, what Shannon did was she would wet the page and put on her watercolor, mush it around, and then put another paper on top and blot off any, you know, mud puddly things. Now, the Ranger reel, they had an envelope that had looked like it had just been cut out. It had been folded and put together. And they just spritzed on the inks, and then they used a dryer. It looked like in between colors, but I don't know if the paper was wet or what, so I don't know what I'm doing. Just going to start doing it, okay? So let me put these aside. I've got a couple of different types of paper. Now, I not only have some of the Timmy, I shouldn't say Timmy. It's not Timmy. I think it's just Ranger. Dilutions. Yeah, that's not Timmy. That's Dina Reevely, I think. Boy, that's... Oh, Diane Reevely. Whew, that's real small letters. But I also have some stuff that I have no idea what it is. It's mixed up. See, I bought a bunch of craft stuff from this one gal, and she had all this stuff. She has had all these Lindy. Some of these Lindy ones are a little bizarre. So, I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg, kids. I got a whole box. Look, Tattered Angels, chalkboard. So I want to try to use some of these and see what they'll do on paper. But I'm thinking I'll need to wet the paper. Look, there's Shimmer Mist, Tattered Angels. See, you can't get this stuff anymore. This is vintage. You know? Now, when I spray them, a lot of times when it hits whatever I spray, they're all a bunch of little dots. So I don't really want that. I want I want it to run. So first thing I thought I'd try is my husband picked me up some spiral notebooks. So I thought, let's try that. And I'll just leave them in the book. And then I can always, you know, cut the holes off. I don't need the holes. And I'm not sure if these are going to like leak through. Dixie Doodles, good morning. Nice to see you. So I've got a spray bottle filled with water at the ready. Move my mouse out of the way, and I've got different dilutions, and I've got a small bottle of water to spritz, and I've got paper towels, book pages, paper towels, and inks. Okay. So I'm going to pull out at least to start, some of the, all right, so we've got, I don't know that I want black. some of these might be dupes. Nope, they're two different oranges. Yellow. Oh, I do have some Timmy's. Look, I have Timmy's too. Who knew? I don't think I have many of those. I'm going to run out of room. What is this then? When this one is chocolate, I don't know if I want chocolate. I don't want the chalkboard right now. Boy, a lot of these look the same. Gray. Oh, white linen. I wonder if that would really do anything. Oh, here's another Tim. Let's see. What did I do with... I didn't realize I had those. And am I missing some? Hey, good morning, Carol. Carol, I'm going to experiment. Distress. This one's not labeled. This is a mystery bottle. Dun, dun, dun. All right, I'm going to put the Timmy's off to the right here. I don't think I'm going to use the black soot. We'll see what they are. Iced spruce. That might be interesting. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. It's like Christmas all over again. Wow, I have more Tims than I thought. Walnut. Walnut might be interesting. And then I have... Well, I guess this is maybe just because she's got written on here Walnut Stain. I guess American Journey is just the bottle. And then I've got a few of these chalkboard ones. I think they may be kind of fun to use. Let's see what else I have here. It's a small Timmy. Okay, the other ones are kind of dark colors. What's this one? Chopped pesto. Oh, that's another Dilutions. All right, so I'm going to start with the notebook paper just to see what's what. I've got a big old mess here. So I thought if I just put these off to the side, I'll have enough room to work. I need that spray bottle. The Ranger not Dilutions, the Distress ones I'm going to put off to the side, to the right. All right, so I'm going to try first not to... Hey, Stephanie, good morning. I hope I haven't missed anyone. I'm going to try doing this without wetting the paper. Now, when I did the watercolor, of course, I wet the paper. And when I saw the reel on Instagram, they didn't show the person, the demonstrator, wetting the paper. But I'm kind of thinking I'm going to have to, or it's not going to move, right? But let's just give it a go. All right, so here we have squeezed orange. And let's do Dirty Martini. And let's try After Midnight. After Midnight. Do, 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 do. Yeah, this is not doing what I think it should do. Whoa. Oh, that's a bloody mess. Let's grab Let's grab a book page. And there she is, Lori. I was going to send you a message this morning, and I thought, oh no, it's going to be too early. It's going to be too early. I've missed you. I was going to see if you're retired and how you're doing. Well, that's a pretty good mop up. That's a pretty good mop up, guys. That's kind of cool. Lori didn't think ahead to put to where she could put these. Now, when I did the little video for the Shannon Green style, I just stacked them in a tub. Not too early. You're doing well. Oh, good. Every day this week felt like Friday. I know. Isn't it a wonderful feeling, Lori? Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so it does go through a little bit on the back, but not enough like where I think I would want. I'm wondering if I can just go like this, guys. See, I would want to come back and do that back page, especially if I'm going to do it in a journal. You know, I want to have both sides. Some kind of ink blots. Judy, I think you're probably a smart person. I have no idea what that is. Okay, so this one I'm going to wet because I think that's probably the better thing to do. And I've got little drippage. Now, on the little reel on Instagram, Journey, good morning. This one here is Pure Sunshine. They took a drying tool and let it look like they dried maybe in between some colors, but I want them to blend, I think, a little bit. See, mine don't spray out so great. Whoa. Now see the one color called Midnight. I thought that would be more purpley. This has no label, so I don't know what that is. Let's try that separate. Let's put a little bubblegum pink. Whoa. Of course, everything around me here is getting sprayed, but it's all water soluble, so it's going to be a cleanup that will be easy. Now this C here is what Shannon would call mud. Shannon Green, I'm referencing Shannon Green because she does something similar with watercolor paint. See, now I think that's cool. See, but I want to do the other side as well so then I can use it in a journal. And I don't think that I want to take time to necessarily, drying in between each page. I think I'm going to move my basket because I don't think I want my basket sprayed. Now the chalk sprays that I have, I wonder if they have a little bit of a shimmer. A little shimmer. Let's see, let's put that back. That's kind of this is kind of wild for a, now see, I wonder if I probably could get some of my little pippets out. Is that trial still on? I didn't know if it was still on. Oh, this is kind of cool. Look what it did down here in the bottom. Like when I used the end of the spray thing, the plastic tubing, it kind of made a scratchy mark. And then now look, see. Now those colors are mixing and making purple on my page. So I'm going to do another mop up. Now, in my little video that I uploaded where I am mimicking and, well, I shouldn't say mimicking. I should say, oh, they think one more week and I'll be finished. Oh, that'd be great. Okay. Okay, Kimberly, thanks. Yeah, we had trolls already, Laura. Okay. So look. So now with this, I'm getting a little bleed through. So let's use this as a stopper. Just moving those pages over. Once they dry and get all crunchy and stuff, I think they're really going to be cool. Janet Nash, good morning, good morning. Okay, let's take a piece of this book paper. And I'm going to wet this. And I'm going to grab one of the, this is a chalkboard. See, this has, you probably can't tell, they have shimmery stuff underneath. Thank you, Janet. So let's see what this does. Ooh, that sprayed a lot better. Let's add some vibrant turquoise to this. And perhaps a little fresh lime, Now let's see if we can make it. Whoa. I'm going to add more water, make it really juicy. Sometimes the mud doesn't look too bad. Can you see that? Look. I'm going to take another piece and just blot it. I don't know. I think it's really cool. Shannon Green did one side at a time. But I'm too lazy for that. Because then they have to dry and then you have to come back and do the second side. So I started to do, please forgive me as I'm munching on a walnut. I'm doing both sides at the same time and then it's like one and done, right? And it seems to be okay. I told my neighbor I wasn't going to call her. Told her I was streaming. But she calls anyway. I hope she's okay. All right, so let's do, pomegranate was really dark. Let's try chopped pesto. Oh, that's a lovely green. Now here's a white linen. I can't imagine this does anything. Yes, I baked some of mine too. I think they get crunchier if you bake them in the oven. It could be my imagination. Okay, this white is not spritzing. Like some of these I've never used because I got them from that lady. It's not. Oh, there's a purple. Let's try cherry pie. Is it too early for cherry pie? Journey, right now I'm using dilution inks, and I've got some distress inks to use as well. Right now, this is the dilution brand. Not having too much success with some of these. I wonder if I can... I should have probably just checked these to make sure the nozzles were clear. All right, let's try a baby wipe. Journey, I was saying I had tried never too early for cherry pie, says Judy. There we go. I had done this technique with watercolor like Shannon Green does and uploaded a little video. What's that purple? And then I was on Instagram and somebody from Ranger was using the distress inks to do this. Now, I really like how my watercolor paper turned out. But I thought this might be a little easier. Oh, wow. Look at that one. That one almost looks like a flower. So right now I'm kind of using this spiral notebook kind of as a working mat. Yeah, looks like an iris, right, Judy? That's what I was thinking. I think I can put more on that side. I have tons of book pages, but I also have something else I want to try too. Let's do a couple more of these. Oh, I keep picking up the same ones. Lemon Zest. Tangerine Dream. See, now when they spray theirs, it sprays really nicely. It doesn't look all splotty like mine. This one is called Postbox Red. Oh, nice. That's a lovely color. Let's see. Let's get a little bit more orange in there. I have another orange up here. This one is squeezed orange. I keep shaking them out of habit. I don't know that you really have to. Look, that one was all from me spritzing. I probably should put up a piece of paper to catch all the... Oh. Oh, girls, I am so sorry. And I'm not sure I can see them that well on my phone to get rid of them. I'm so afraid of hitting somebody else. Oh, Lori's getting them. Lori's getting them. Thanks, Laura. Now let's see if I can pick up anything on this side. too much. Look how the back of those words, almost like a stencil. Isn't that cool? All right. I'm going to put a little more in here. That's a really nice color. I like that post office post box. Let's see if I clean the nozzle of this white one, if I can get the white to... I don't think the white will do too much. I thought I had it. I had a little thing of pip. Here's one. Let me get a little pipette for the white. I'm going to spritz some more of that Tattered Angels chalkboard. I think I only have a few of these. I kind of like the mop-up pages the best. So after I spent quite a bit of time drying my other ones in the oven, I just ended up laying them on the kitchen counter and turning the ceiling fan on, and they would dry fairly quickly. Now I've got something else I want to try, ladies. All right, so let me try to just wet this. Oh, you know what else I was going to do? I'm going to put up a piece of paper there. I don't think that doesn't interfere with you guys, and it'll catch some of the spraying. Let's try a couple of Timmy's. Are you kidding? Are there more? Oh my goodness. All right, this is antique linen. That's kind of a light yellowy brown, and this is walnut. These are the distress sprays. And then let's try some rusty hinge. And I thought I had a vintage photo. Yeah, here we go. This is more like a, oh my goodness, I cannot believe this one's worse than the other ones. Okay, Kimberly got it. Oh my goodness. Oh. I mean, these are really bad ones. Of course, I keep seeing it on my, yes, nice fall colors. I keep seeing it on my, because I'm on StreamYard, so it just keeps keeps them there. It doesn't just make them disappear. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like the, oh, I love that rusty hinge. Yeah, I'll have to grab the link so I can go and put it in. There's an area that I can put it in to block it. I might just have to take a minute to do that. Thank you, Judy. Okay, it's got me all beside myself here. Okay, I'm going to do some more of those colors. I like the vintage photo. And I really like that rusty hinge. Oh, barn door. Yeah, these colors are more like what I think a lot of us would use in our journals. Tea dye. This is kind of a red-brown kind of to me. Now, let's see. Let's spritz it again with the water. Make it really juicy. And these blend pretty good. Next time I'm going to do just the browns. But look at this, girls. Let's try this. Let's try a doily. Let's do a mop up on aisle 3 with a doily. What do you think? Okay, Dixie says the Bailey YouTube channel is in the courtroom and he has a great synopsis of the jury's reactions. Great channel. Okay. Oh, Runkle of the Bailey. All right, cool. Spritz with alcohol or vinegar. Really? Even though they're water-based products? Yeah? All right, let me get the rest of this with a page. I can't tell you. Oh my goodness. All right, you know what? I'm going to YouTube. You know what, girls? I plan to be here for quite a bit this morning. Let me go to YouTube and grab the link, and I'm going to go put it in my, I'm going to block them from there so you can't get back in. All right, my channel. This is going to sound horrible for a minute. Well, you know what? Let me mute. I'm going to mute, girls. Okay, I think I'm back. Hi, Devin. All right, I just put the link in the blocked area on my channel. So hopefully we won't see any more of him this morning. Make some other ones, but hopefully we've gotten rid of him. Okay, so that looks kind of cool. This looks kind of cool. All right, before we do alcohol, I don't have vinegar at the ready, but I do have alcohol. Let's try, let's see if I spritz this is a little. Let's try a little doily. Just spritzing that with a little bit of water. And let's do the, I'm not so much a fan of the antique linen. What did I do with the, I had the tea one. Walnut, vintage, rust. Oh, let's try tattered rose. What did Dixie say? I'm going to miss the courtroom when the trial's over. This is tattered rose. And then let me hit that with a little, what did I do with the, well, let me use, I know I had it. I just had the tea one. I think would look better, but let's do a little vintage. All right, Judy says, Lori, spray ink, then sprinkle salt, then spritz. Oh my goodness, Judy. Salt crystals gently. Okay, let's do this. And then I'll go get some salt. I got a little bit of the design. Look, it took it all off of the it took it all off of the doily. Although that kind of would be pretty. All right, hold the phone. I want to go get some salt. Just like regular table salt? Or does it have to be like big chunks? Like I think I've got some pink salt or something that's a little chunkier. Well, I have a grinder. I'm waiting to see what she thinks. Any kind of salt. Okay, I'll be right back. Salt number 1, salt number 2. All right. I'm going to stick with the Timmy ones. I'm going to keep that one out. Let me put some of this away. I wonder what color this is. Let me just spritz this one. This is the no label. Oh, that's like that's a real dark one. There's another chalkboard. I can always pull these back out. This is going to give me a little more room. And then if anything explodes, you know, these bottles won't be in the way to hit me in the head. Just saying. Lost the cap. Lost the cap. All right. I shouldn't have done that on the page where the doily is. Let's get to a clean slate. All right, so let's do first. Let's see. I think that's open. I'm kind of intrigued with the possibility of pink salt, but I know that probably will not make any difference at all. All right, so let's use barn door. And let's use a little tattered rose. And where's my rusty hinge? I'm loving the rusty hinge. And I'm going to make it real juicy. This is just water. And then I'm going to grind on some salt. I think I'm going to grind on some salt. There we go. Now, does it take a while for that to... Will that take a while for that to suck up? Probably, right? It doesn't look like it's doing anything, Jude. Judy. All right, so let's set this aside and let that work. And let's take some of these little book pages. And let's try some salty ocean. Let's apply this dry. Salty ocean. Broken china. And what else might look good? Oh, I don't know what that is. Like spruced. Oh, here's some pewter. This has a mixie bowl. Yeah, but don't you need it wet, Judy? Don't you need it wet for the salt to have something to suck up? Oh, after all this one's not gonna, this one's clogged. El Calago. This is, oh, here we go. That's silver. That's more of a stream squirt. Now, where's my alcohol? Now I'm going to spritz it with the alcohol. Let's remember, I didn't put any water down. I just put down the sprays. Now I'm spritzing that with alcohol. Which really doesn't seem to be doing anything. And let me add a little salt. Hello, Angie Brown. Let me get a paper towel. Like when you do watercolor and you put the salt on, it's got to be pretty wet. And it gives you a really neat look. Now this is because this was the alcohol. It's really sucked into the paper. It looks cool. There's no drippage here because it's alcohol and it just sucked right into the paper. And the salt is making, you know, like little bumpies, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know, Lindsay. Did she work on watercolor paper? Oh, Deb, that's the Distress brushed pewter. Uh, I don't know why it's not. Sorry, it's just not. Lindsay the Frugal Crafter. Do you know what kind of paper she was using, Judy? Because this is just book pages. This pewter, this sprayed more like it wasn't a spray. It was more like a. Psh. But yeah, that's nice silver, huh? Oh look, here's some of my salt is starting to come off. Hold on, hold the phone. Yeah, I don't see where the salt really did much. Let me use my heat gun. Hold on. This almost feels kind of like dry. You can't really see. I don't think the salt did much of anything on this one, except it's stuck into the silver here, and that's kind of cool. Thanks, Laura. For the link. For the linky dink. Linky dink. Let me see. I've got big doilies here. Let me get a little one. All right, let's spritz the alcohol first on this here doily. I gave it a pretty good spritz. And let's use, I'll just grab the rusty hinge. And I put the tea dye back here. And let me hit it with a little walnut. Whoa, that walnut's really dark. Oh, look, guys. The image of the doily came right through. This also has an overspray of the silver because I'm working in such a close, small area. Now that looks cool to me. I really like that. And this one, that looks cool, right? I'm going to leave that. I'm going to put that on my finished stack. Let's use a bigger doily. I'm going to spread some of these out. I wonder if I have at the ready. Hold on, guys. What do I have up here? I've got stuff sitting all around. All right, this is watercolor. This is series 400, cold press, 12 sheets, 140 pound. 140 pound. I'm not really crazy about cold press. I like the hot press myself, but this was paper my husband was able to get a hold of, so I'm going to tear this in half. So let's have a piece of that. Let's get a large doily. Let's spritz it with alcohol. And just for something different, let's do the faded jean. Oh, that's a nice color. And I'm going to hit that with salt right away while it's juicy. See, now that salt's, now that's starting to pick it up. What might be nice with the iced spruce? No idea what this color is. Oh, this is a dark green. We'll add some salt. And then let's try a mowed lawn. And we'll add some salt. You think I should hit that? Oh, Judy says yes, that's it. You think I should hit it with my heat gun? Hit it with the heat gun. Should I try to mop some of that up? I kind of don't want to touch it because it looks pretty. But see, it's going to take a while for that salt to dry, right? Let's try. I like the denim or whatever that was called. Oh. Oh. Oh boy. Wait till I lift it up. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's cute, huh? Oh, guys, when the salt moves, wait till you see. I'm going to let it dry a little bit longer. This one over here is still quite saturated. This isn't going to dry until probably next month. But I'm loving that doily. Right? Now, see, why wouldn't the paper do the same thing? I mean, the water rather than the alcohol. Okay, I'm going to save this. I'm going to save that. Let's take that other piece of watercolor paper. Let's spritz it with the alcohol. And let's start at the very beginning. Cracked pistachio. A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with ABC. When you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi. The first three notes just faded jeans. That's the one I liked. Happen to be. Do, Re, Mi. Barn door. Bum, 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 bum. Tea dye. Salt. Now, what do you say we hit it again? Kathy Cowell. I'm using linen as my base with lace doilies and stuff. It's cool. So glad I caught this. Well, hi, Kathy. It's nice to meet you. So you're using linens. Huh. And then you're using the spray on top? That sounds really cool. Of course, I don't know that I could do that with my linens. All right, I'm spritzing this with more alcohol. That seemed to kind of dry the salt up a little bit. Guys, I'm loving that rusty hinge and that denim jeans. Salt feels almost dry already, like the paper still feels damp. But the salt feels dry. Let's give this a... I'm looking for, oh, I see one. I'm looking for a brush that I can use. Well, it's so nice to have you chat and say hello. Thanks, Kathy. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. I've got this old ceramic brush that I would use to brush away ceramic dust, you know. So I've dried this. It's pretty, the paper's still a little damp, but the salt feels dry. I'm going to take it over to the bin. Look, I've got salt everywhere. Let's see. Let's get that. So it looks kind of cool. Yeah, for sure. Let me flip that paper around. Can you see? You get that kind of mottled look from the salt. So that's kind of cool. All right, I want to try one with the water again. and the salt. Let's try another piece of watercolor paper. If I can get this back up there. Oh, thanks, Devin. I have a second video to upload for my Shannon Green experiment with the watercolor. I'm trying to strategically upload those so it does my channel the best. Okay, so I'm making these smaller so I have a little more that we can play with here. All right. Oh, I just saw something else we could use. Okay, so now what did I say? I wanted to spray water on color water paper. And let's use the vintage photo. I'm going to hit that with the salt right away. And tea dye. More salt. Now some of that vintage photo is real. Oh, that looks kind of cool, huh? Got some drippage. Lovely. See, now I think if I mop that up, I'm going to mess up what's underneath, right? Oh, you were, Devin? Oh, cool. I love her papers. This is really wet. I think Kathy Arbor would probably say you have to let that dry naturally. I hear in the back of my head. Let's put this one off to the side, see what it does. It looks so much more pink on the screen than it does to my naked eye. It's really more brown. Let's see if we can dry this a little bit. And some of it is dry in here. See, I get over anxious. I can't wait. You can see a little bit as it's starting to dry naturally. It just has a cool, kind of like broken effect. See, but there's still a lot of moisture for that salt to pick up. Well, that's funny. That didn't bleed through so much. Maybe I'll rip that page out. See, it didn't bleed through too much. It might dry quicker if I take it off of the pad, right? Because the air can get underneath from the underneath as well. I want to try this chalkboard. I have two. I think I have more somewhere, but goodness, I don't know where. Tattered Angels Shimmer Mist Chalkboard. This one is called Firefly. So I'm going to try the alcohol down first on this. All right, Devin says, I have the day off today, but going to be doing a bunch of errands today, so I'll have to watch. Okay, thanks, sweetie. Thanks for coming in. Have a good day. Enjoy your day off. Okay. Now this is the alcohol and the chalkboard sprays. See, that's drying up already quite quickly. And this almost looks like it had salt on it. But it was the page underneath. I'm just about out of alcohol. Maybe I'll hit that with a little, one of Timmy's. Let's hit it with a little broken china. I don't really see a shimmer. And that might be because I put it on top of alcohol. Look, now the alcohol soaked through quite a few pages here, but no color, just the alcohol went through. All right, I'm going to put that aside for a moment. I'm running out of space. You might hear a crash. Might hear a crash, boom, bang. I'm going to flip some of these over. Oh, yeah, I was going to try this. This is a bag. But it feels different than paper, and it feels different than glassine. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It was just marked clearance. It had no other label on it. It was in a clear bag. So I'm not sure that it's going to take water very well. So let's do a little tea. That's kind of beaten up nicely. See how the tea has a little bit of a red look to it? Vintage photo. I do love vintage photo. Let me see if I can find my rusty hinge. And we'll put a little antique linen. Lori, no problem. I put that, so far we, knock on wood, right? I put that bot in my blocked area, and so far it's been better. I'm going to take a doily and mop some of this up. All right, so that really didn't do much. I mean, it looks cool. You can see the glue line from the back. Let's put some salt on this. Let's see if that does anything. I can't remember if I just did water and salt on the watercolor paper. All right, now Kathy C says, cheesecloth looks cool on fabric. Felt works, and going to try canvas. So, Kathy, when you say cheesecloth looks cool on fabric, you're taking a piece of fabric, like maybe muslin or something, as your substrate, and then you're putting your cheesecloth on top and kind of using that as a stencil and spritzing stuff on top. Or like you're using canvas as your substrate or felt. Is that what you mean? And then putting cheesecloth on top of those? Well, that's a cool idea. I love cheesecloth. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm going to quick do the other side. And I just did this with water. I want to do the other side while I'm remembering what colors I used. So that the bag, I mean, in most cases, I would glue this down. But what if I decided I wanted to use it for a pocket in a journal? See, then it would be folded in half. So let me just quick do that and add a little salt. I have a feeling I'm going to be mopping up. Oh my goodness. I haven't. Now see, I blocked him. That didn't work so well, did it? Hi, Marty. Marty, I might have to make you a mod again. Kimberly might need some help. Unless it didn't save my... Wait a minute, guys. I mean, this spot is really disgusting. I just need a moment here. I'm going to mute. Well, so much for that. All right. I have it blocked in my blocked area. I don't know why it's coming through. Oh my, it's very discouraging as a host. It really is. Okay, so this doily looks pretty cool. I think I'm going to leave that as is. And this is the, it's starting to dry. That's kind of cool. With the salt. Only a little bit leaked through. All right, well, I was going to try watercolor paper, I think with just the water and salt. Let's see. So this is just the water. And let's do something a little different here. Let's try Tattered Rose. The Tattered Rose is really pretty. Let's try Barn Door. And let's put a little of that tea dye. And then let me see if I can get just a little bit of the silver. Let me move this around a little bit. Is anybody still here, or did I chase everybody away? Well, that's not really doing too much, is it? Now I'm wanting to put salt on everything. Okay, so I think Kathy C said yes, she's using. Okay, thanks, Ange. She's using canvas and fabric felt as their substrate and using cheesecloth as a stencil. That's clever. I'm going to grab a couple of stencils here. Let's see what I have. That I think might work. This might work. I was thinking I need something. Of course, I don't know where I put my. I thought I had a lot of my Tim Holtz ones right here, but I don't see them. I must have found a new place for them to live. All right, let's put that aside. All right, here's another piece of watercolor paper. I've seen people, other artisans, oh, no problem, Kimberly. It is what it is, right? People understand, I guess. I see people spraying through stencils. I never really tried that, so let's try now. My watercolor paper is dry. Putting down my stencil. And let me try the rusty hinge. I know, Ange. I don't know. All we can do, as far as I know, is report them. Now, I'm going to let that dry. I think I'm going to dry it a little bit. Because if I pick it up, I think it's going to run. I don't want to dry it too much because I don't want to get too close to my stencil and melt my stencil. See, I'm anxious. I want to pick it up right away. Now, what if I blot some of it up? Yeah, I reported it and I put the link and the bad words in my blocked area in my settings on YouTube, but that doesn't seem to have helped. Oh, look at that. That's cool. That's coming right through the stencil. That's kind of neat, huh? Oh, that's cool. All right, Kathy C said lace on canvas design is more vibrant than a linen. Okay, that's great. Cool. So that's not too bad either, right? Something different. Of course, you can see that that's still really wet, but it's not perfect. I like the, I think I kind of liked what I mopped up better, but that's just me. I think I want to try, I'm almost out of alcohol. I have just a little bit left. But I'm really liking this doily. Let me brush off the salt here. This feels fairly dry. Of course, you know, as many of you would know, the paper doily is so thin. And I spritzed it with the alcohol, which that dries, you know, almost immediately. And then when you put the salt on, it sucked up more of the moisture. Now I've got some pretty colored salt. Let me brush this off. I like that, guys. This looks really pretty to me. Right? That really looks cool. Okay, so I've got a piece of muslin sitting here, which I just remembered I have sitting here. Let me get a piece of it. I'll tear a piece off. Let's set that over there. Let's set that over there. I should have put my ceiling fan on, dry some of this stuff a little faster. All right, so I'm just going to cut little squares. Cheesecloth, forget about it. I have no idea. Really, Ange? They're done this early? In May? Oh, the kids around here go till, at my daughter's school, they go till middle of June. All right, I'm just going to cut little squares. Can you spare a square? School's out for summer. Okay, so this is just cotton muslin. And I'm going to use, oh, so they're on a different schedule. I'm going to use this doily as a stencil here. Sweet. Kathy said you can use both sides of the canvas. All right, Kathy. So I put down a piece of muslin, and I'm going to use this. You know what? I'm not going to use this. I have a stencil. That's bigger, but it's one of my favorites. Let me use this stencil because that'll cover the whole kit and caboodle, if you will. Now, should I wet the fabric first with water and then spray on some of the inks? Or, well, I can do both. I have all the fabric I need. Really? What part of the country do you live in, Kathy? And you're, I forget where Ange is too. I can't keep everybody straight. All right, I'm going to spritz with water. And then I'm going to use faded jeans. Then I'm going to use barn door. And crushed olive. In Tennessee. Oh, you're right under me. And let's see. Let's put a little tea stain in that corner. Now I'm going to blot. I think that's cool, right like that. Right? It's like a reverse stencil thing. Look at that, guys. Okay, maybe it's just me. I haven't done this before. I don't know why I haven't. I don't know why I love you like I do. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, Kathy, thank you for the suggestion. Let's dry it up a little bit. That's not dry. It's not dry. Me likes. That's cool. And I wonder if the fabric will stay soft because it's an ink. It's not, like acrylic paint. Oh, Ange is in Tennessee. What? I think you're in the middle of the country, Ange. I don't know why. Kathy's in Florida. Oh, so she's going back to Missouri. I gotcha. Sorry, Dixie. It's better than the commercial. You know that commercial? Ding, ding, da, ding, da, ding, ding. That's what I have in my head all the time. Ding, ding, da, ding, da, ding, ding. All day long. All day long, I have that in my head. If I say to my dog, hey, you're a little ding dong, that starts all over again. Another piece of fabric. I don't know if this will make a difference. What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours. How about a leaf? Ooh, how about a fern? I have a fern. Bum, 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 bum. See, it's in my mind all the time. Ding, 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 ding. All right. I'm going to spritz with alcohol, but let me get my... I think I'm going to do the crushed olive on this. And I want to do it this way, I believe. So I cover... I don't want any of the ink on the edges of my paper. Maybe I should spritz it alcohol underneath like that. Put down my stencil and the crushed avocado. Let me get a clean sheet of, if I can. I've got everything stacked. Everything is stacked. All right, I'm going to mop this up. I think that is so freaking cool. Ange has craft things in her head. Look how the resist of the alcohol or whatever, it's not sucking it up where the words are. That is way cool. I'm going to have to make a ton of these. Look how cool that is. That's what the alcohol, I need to get more alcohol. That's cool too. So with the alcohol, you get more of a bleed on your fabric. Can you see how it's bleeding? Now the other thing I want to try is I want to try a different color wave on the fabric. I kind of like the water better. This fabric's very stringy. Very stringy. And I'm going to get my... This one's just a little piece of fabric. Wet the fabric first is what I'm going to do. And let me try Vintage Photo. Some tea dye. Let's try a little walnut. A little walnut too. And where's my... Let's put a little linen on that. And let's get a piece of clean paper. that's really cool. Oh, nice. I think that's cool, girls. Cool beans. Cool, cool, cool beans. All right, let's see. Yeah, that would be cute if you stitched over that, right? Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, I have one of these little mini composition books. So I'm wondering, why can't I do the same type of thing, not take the book apart, right? So let me think about this a second. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. These are all pretty damp, but that's okay. I can always cover the cover because this is kind of a little too gay for me, a little too bright. Okay, Kathy said it worked. That's what she did first, but she didn't use water. Oh. Kathy, did you just have the cloth dry and put on your cheesecloth or stencil or whatever and then spray it with the ink? Or did you use alcohol? Inquiring minds would love to know. All right, so I'm going to use water again. And I think, well, we'll see. I think I want to use more of the brown tones. That was, although that was Tattered Rose. Hello, I thought it was the tea. And some Rusty Hinge. And let's get a little barn door in there. Now I'm going to put a little salt down. Just to see. Just to see. Okay, so Kathy said yes, she used the Distress Oxide sprays. Lots of lace doilies too for design. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Sometimes you run into those plastic, like, oh, there's shamrocks for St. Patrick's Day or hearts. You can get them in the dollar store, and some of them are lacy. They might be cool. All right, so I'm going to just press this down like a stamp. That's pretty boring, huh? See the thing? Oh, are you kidding me? Here it comes again. What good does it do to put that in the blocked area if it's just not blocking him? I think I need more color. Kimberly, are you here, honey? Are you getting them for me? Oh. Thanks, Kimberly. I might have to take a nap after this. Try to block it from my mind. So you kind of think of your channel as your home. And they're invading my home, my space. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Anne. Hi, Anne. Oh, thanks, Anne. This one's really bad, Anne. I copied the link and went into my settings and put it in the blocked area, and it's still coming through. So what's that about? Man. All right, this one I'm going to put some more brighter colors. I'm going to do the blue. Where's my mode green? Let's get some green going here. And I'm going to try some of this. Yeah, very tech savvy. I should go get a life. All right. So Kathy C says her stencils would be good, but her stencils are in Missouri at the other house. She splits her craft stuff up between the two states. Yeah. I mean, there are places they can go where people, may want to see that. Why bother the craft ladies? Why bother the art ladies? Now, I will say, I do like the watercolor results really equally as well as this. But this is a lot easier just to pick up a spray than, mushing around in your watercolor paints. I think I need something from my, whoa. Let's try, I'm going to add some Delusion yellow here. No, I want it nice and juicy so I can pick up that ink in my little book. Really, Ange, in all the channels? And I get that. I mean, I get that, but what I don't understand is if I have, oh, that's really kind of nice. If I have them blocked in my settings, why is it getting through? Maybe it's I have to refresh and it's not. I don't know. Tech savvy, I'm not. That's for sure. See, now I can use all these. So these are looking pretty cool. I'm going to try one with the alcohol. Oh, I can do that, right, Anne? Where do I find that? Because I was still going to be on for another hour. Do I find that in settings? Yeah, but it looks the same. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm going to see what Anne says, and then I'm going to go in and change it. Is that in my, in the settings portion under community? I can go look there. I forgot that was one way to get rid of them. Oh, abandoned coral. I haven't used that. Oh, that's kind of cool. Broken china. Oh, that's making mud. That's making a bit of mud. See, now when these pages dry, they're going to be all poofy and cool. I'm sopping up that mud, a little bit of mud. And then I can put a cover on it that's kind of fun. And it'll be a cute little book. And then these are soaking through so nicely. I don't know that I have to do the second side. All right, this one I'm going to spritz with the alcohol. See if I can get anything to, if it'll mop up. I'm loving the barn door. Where's my rusty hinge? Oop. Picked it right up. I think I've used this spruce before. Oh boy, Kathy, I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, I have stuff. I have my stuff sitting all over the place. I should get my drying rack out, but I don't. Well, I have room now. I did make some space. Put some more stuff in bins and under my table. Well, that was unimpressive. Yeah, the alcohol, I don't think, as far as mopping up. All right, let me go see if I can. I'm going to mute myself for just a few moments, and I'm going to see if I can find where to do subscribers only. And I'm muting because when I open up YouTube, you're going to get a lot of reverb, I think. So I'll be right back. No, I can't find it, guys. Bye, bye, Janet. Yeah, I've saw it one time, and I thought, I wasn't going to do it because my channel's so small. And at that point, I wasn't having too much trouble with the bots. But, my steel trap mind, I don't remember where I saw it. Let's see. Let's use some of these other colors that are not. Let's use some of the. Well, here's some. I do like that mowed lawn, but see, I love green. Okay, here's the bag we did. It's starting to dry quite nicely. I like those colors. That'll be a nice pocket in a journal. This is the watercolor. That's got it looks like some of the shimmery stuff on it. I don't remember. And the salt is still sucking up moisture. I've got every available space. This is still really quite wet, and the salt is still working there, I think. Let's see. Let's try some squeezed orange in there. Now I'm just pulling out random fresh lime. Give it a little brightness. The pomegranate is really quite dark. All right, how about this? Funky fuchsia. I don't think I've used that. Oh, look at that. Oh. Let's sop some of that up with my little book. Now, Kathy C., have you been following this group of artisans around? Like, do you know about the other channels that are available? Janet Nash has a channel, and Laura has a channel. Those ladies would love to have you join them. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. All right, let me put a little stencil down. See, I think these pages are, my husband is so tolerant of all this stuff, because see, then I lay this stuff all over the place. He really does like to have the counters clean. I know, the fuchsia was great, right? I'm going to use that again. Let's put it on the flowers. Let's get some fuchsia down. How about cherry pie with the fuchsia? That would be good. Keep picking up the pomegranate. I have a lot of those Lindy ones. Well, not a lot. It's all relative, right? Tangerine Dream. That sounds good. That's got to be good with fuchsia, huh? I'm spraying on my book, and then I've got some cherry pie. Now I'm going to mop that up a little bit. Jeez, there it is again. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, you know Beth Schuller and Lizzie? Oh, great. Oh, cool. Yeah, I like this, guys. Okay, so I'm going to spritz this with more water and then lift up my, well, you know what? Let me try my little book pages here. Look, guys, that's cute, huh? I might have to dry that because I don't want that to smear. Let me dry that a little bit. Oh, I like that a lot. Flower power. Which makes me think she had flowers in her hair. Doo, doo, doo. They call the flower girl. Okay, let's pick up the stencil. Whoa. Now that was really super saturated. But even still. See, you can see it deep in the background, huh? That's what I'm talking about right there. Right there, girls. And then when they dry, I'm sure they're going to just be so crunchy and delightful. Okay, so then let's go back to some lemon zest. Look at my hand. I think it should clean off pretty well, though. After midnight. All right, here we got some crushed grape. Who would not like some crushed grape? Does anybody remember drinking Welch's grape juice as a kid? Oh my gosh, we loved that stuff. It was a treat for us. I guess it was expensive, so Mom didn't have it all the time. Okay, let's put some of this chalkboard in. The flower stencil, it's one of my favorites. One of my absolute favorites, Dana. It's quite lovely. All right, let me see. I'm going to move my water. I'm going to see if I can get, my book's just a little too, well, let's do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. I just love when the pages get all wrinkly and fluffy. Like I even buy paper that's already supposed to look like vintage paper and then wet it and iron it. Okay, now this is my memory's not working. Lovely Crafting Lodge. I want to say Jacqueline, but I'm not sure that that's right. And I know I've asked this before, and I think for some reason I think you're Jacqueline, but you're not. You're Caroline? I did get it right? Jacqueline, did I get it right? Oh, I know. How cute is that, right? Jacqueline, I got it right. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to put these aside. I think I'm going to skip back in the book and do, let's do another stencil one. And I think I want to do it with just, let me try the Tattered Rose and some vintage photo. I'm going to do the tattered rose in the center. This is a little sticky, this stuff. I don't think my coffee cup will ever be the same. No, this is water-based. It's going to come right off. Oh, that's wonderful, Kathy. Thank you so much. And make sure, I hope now that you've been chatting, you're a little more comfortable. I mean, sometimes I don't chat a lot because I'm working on a project. But these ladies are just such a nice group of ladies. They're just fun to interact with, get ideas from. And now Lori can't find where she put her. And this is drying. Where did I put my... I'm going to have to hang my vintage rose around, my vintage photo around my neck. There he is. There he is. I finded him. Yes, Lena will be coming on after me. She is a hoot and a half. A hoot and a half. A hooter. She's a hooter. Okay. Let's get another sheet of... And she's very talented, aside from all the joking and laughing. This is just amazing to me. This is like, remember when you were... would have the invisible ink kits you would get, you thought you were all that. And so cool. This is what this kind of reminds me of. I just love that. Not crazy about it not being the whole length of my, but I can address that later. All right, so I'm going to juice it up some more. Let's see if I can get a print. I might not be able to get a print. Yeah, Lori's got all the good places to hit. This is really muted. I might do that again. I really like this. So then if you have not watched Shannon Green, see, this is what got me started on this. I was just, how YouTube, I think it's YouTube. You know what? I'm going to mop up what's on my desk. I guess it's Facebook. No, it's YouTube. Say you're watching a video on YouTube and that video finishes and you're lazy bones like me and you just leave it run. You skip the ads, but then you just leave it run. And then I guess from whatever you've watched or the type of videos you've been watching, it'll just start up something. Like if somebody is live, it generally puts you right to the live, whatever live is going on. But sometimes it'll just start up with another video. So that's how I got the Shannon Green videos starting. And not that I wouldn't watch her, I never think of it. And she had this delightful book she had put together. She said something like, people might think she's crazy for making a magazine out of magazine pages, but she had colored them with her watercolors and had them all part of single pages. And then she put them in a book press, glued the edges, and she had all different stuff in there. She had some ads in there. She had small pages. She had the magazine pages. And then she drills holes and then she stitches. I want one of those. I want to make one of those. So that's what got me started doing these papers. So I would have pages to make a Shannon Green book. So my son got me boards and my husband said he's got some clamps in the garage. Hi, Carol. And I'm going to do it. So that's why I'm making all these pages, so I can make some of these books. Oh, but that's very nice, Angie. Angie said, so my brother called, has a friend who makes quilts, and he told her what Angie does. So one day she wants to come and see what she makes. But as soon as you get started, you'll get over your nerves. That's very nice, especially if it's somebody local. Then you can, interact with and share ideas. That'd be cool. Okay. So I'm going to redo the stencil. And this time I'm going to use the rusty hinge. Some tattered rose. Vintage photo. Let me put in a little bit of this abandoned coral. And I'm going to juice it up a little more. Juicy, juicy, juicy. And put a little print in my book. And that's really nice that your brother was telling a friend about you too, Ange. He must be proud of you. That's cool. 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 Oh, I am just loving the underneath. Can you see? Well, I'm going to have no choice but to put the subscriber thing in. I have another piece of muslin here. Let me do another piece of muslin with the stencil. I like those colors. So I'm going to put a little tattered rose. And some rusty hinge. And then I'm going to put my vintage photo. And then I think I'm going to wrap up this live, guys, because I'm feeling beaten up by the bot, and I've got to go find that place to make that change. Oh, look, girls. That one turned out good. Thank you, Angie. That's very sweet. It's very offensive. Now, I might have juiced this one up too much for the fabric, but that's okay. I think I'm going to just continue to work on some of these. So I've got that one that we just did. This is one that we did earlier on the fabric. That one's really, I think that one turned out really very nicely. And then we did this on the fabric. This was with the alcohol, and you can see where I have a little, you have a little bit of a bleed, but that's kind of cool. Thanks, Anne. That's great. Thanks so much. That'll make it easier for me instead of going back on the live. And this was the bag. It still has some salt on it. That's still drying. But I think that's really cool. And then we had the pages in this spiral notebook. This was alcohol, I think. And this was before the salt. But they're all so unique and different. You can just envision, doing collage or journaling on top of some of these. See, that's cool. Now, I did use dictionary pages too the other day. Look, here's one with the doily. The dictionary pages turn out pretty cool. But if you want to know the honest truth, I use those to make some paper packets for the market. So I don't have any of those left to show you. I just think this is darling, the way that the stencil, picked up. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Did I mess this one up? Yeah, look. Look what I did. I set it on something wet. This doily was really pretty before I set it. I set it on top of to the edge of the stencil. Look, still has wet stuff. Wet stuff. I feel very salty. I feel like I've been to the beach. And then this one's still drying. So this one's going to be cool too, right? Once this all dries, can you see where it's starting to make like the little crinkly things? What did I do with the, oh, there's one. I showed you that one. Let's see, what else do I have on my stack over here? Okay, so it does make a mess, but the end result, when you have all these pages and they dry and they're just they are just yummy. I was going to dig out a couple of other doilies that we did. Oh, here's that other stencil. I love that. And they'll dry. It'll be a little lighter when they dry. That's watercolor. Here's a couple. Let's see. I've got them buried here. So I appreciate the ideas. It was fun trying the alcohol. That just looks like an old doily that I found somewhere in the mud. I love it. And this was, we put salt on this one too, but that dried. I think that was the alcohol, and that the salt seemed to react and suck up quicker. So fun stuff. And I really like the silver distress spray. That's a nice silver. I wonder if they have a gold that is as nice. Oh, this one turned out good too. Right? So I think I'm going to grab some lunch and then I'll probably just sit here and work some more and watch Lena. All right, ladies, that's going to be it for me for today. Thanks for your patience and thanks for putting up with those intruders. And I will go in and make an adjustment. And I apologize to anyone who might be new and have to wait to come in before they can chat, but I just don't know what else. I don't know what else I can do at this point. Because the other one, the other bot, it was, okay, annoying, but it wasn't really as disgusting as this last one. So thank you, ladies, for pitching in. Kimberly, Marty, Lori, thank you so much for getting rid of those spots. Don't forget that today is Friday. I often forget what day of the week it is. And that Lena should be on in about a half an hour or so. And it's Friday night, so Murray will be on later this evening. Have a good afternoon. Thanks for spending your morning with me. And I'll see y'all soon. Take care. Have a good afternoon. Great weekend. And I'll see you soon. Don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. Bye, ladies.